Welcome to the Dawg and Gus show.
What's up, Dawg?
Not much, Gus. You?
Not much. Another interview of a phenomenal Ottawa artist.
Yes, sir.
Coming up. This week we have Kristine St Pierre. She's incredibly talented. She's a bilingual folk singer-songwriter. She's got a folky song, but a soulful and strong stage presence. Straight from her website, I got bilingual folk chansonnière with soul-searching ballads and a rollicking bluesy flair.
And she's laughing.
She's laughing her ass off. How'd that go? Did I say that correctly?
Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Well, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, it's awesome to have you. So I guess we could get right into it. I guess what would be the role of music in the early years of your life?
Oh, wow.
I thought
and a curveball.
No, it's. I mean, I think music probably was always there, but I remember my mom would play piano, and so we always had a piano in the house, and so she would play piano, and then my brother and I took, we forced to play piano or to take piano lessons when we were young. Other than that, I mean, I remember as a kid just, wanting to sing all the time. And I think my first, when I was very young, I wanted to be an actress. Singing was not in the cards, I don't know. But when I was about 7 or 8 or 9, I also loved theater, and I was part of a Broadway musical.
Oh, cool.
In French. And I was cast as the lead, but the double.
Okay.
But I was the one who got to go in the studio and record the lead singing parts. And so that was really my first
your introduction
studio experience.
And there was the hook right there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. No? I don't know if it was the hook, but it's certainly kind of, theater, acting, music. It's really all part of kind of being creative and being on stage, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I would not know.
Fair enough. Well, this is our stage.
Yeah, and there's not a very big audience, which is good for me.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Now, is there sometimes there are challenges to feel motivated with so much going on in your life besides being, a mom and a singer and a songwriter and this and that? So is it hard sometimes to say, oh, yeah, I got to go out there tomorrow? And by the way, she's in Metcalf tomorrow night. Metcalf, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go see her.
And after that, tonight I have another cover gig. So, yes, there's a... I'm thankful for all the opportunities. But yeah, certainly sometimes, and especially in the last few years, of having to bring so many people in tow, keep them in check while you're on stage. And even, I was thinking about that because the last gig I had was Saturday morning, and I was getting ready at home, and it was just, just trying to put my makeup on, and nothing was working, and trying to get the kids to get dressed. And I was like, we're going to be late. And we just, got to the gig, and we had practically no time. They had told us just get there a few minutes before, and we got there, and we just plugged in, and that was it. And it was just, I hate those feeling rushed moments. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so, the gig went well, but it's just, it doesn't allow you to just breathe and sit and
settle in,
settle in so that you're actually taking in the moment. I think that's,
Yeah. I could feel that.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Like we like to be early for even this and prepare and have a little bit of fun before, because, sometimes our guests are late, but I'm just kidding. Sorry, come on. No, not good. No.
All right, Gus, that's enough.
No. She's the talent here, so it doesn't really matter. But I would imagine that. But is there a chat? Like, obviously, walking on stage and having to plug in and be ready to go right away, I guess would be sometimes okay, but not in music, I don't think. I think you need to really sort of settle into it.
Well, I guess sometimes it's okay. And as a performer, you have to be ready anytime.
Yeah.
Just you get thrown a guitar and you got to play.
That's right.
But yeah, I think it's more just, I don't know, just calming yourself down and being able to breathe and taking the moment. I feel like when I'm too rushed, I don't have that chance to really settle in and I don't know, to just take in the moment of what's going to happen and really enjoy myself.
Yeah. Like, would you say you could try and get into a meditative state before that, or before you go on stage, or you just sort of, do you like to be rah, rah, rah and then get out there? I mean, your music's quite, it's a more of a folk style, so yeah. I would imagine it's not,
No, I think it's just more taking a bit of time away, and when you have the ability to just go on stage, set yourself up, or set your stuff up, and do a bit of a sound check, and then you're able to just move away from people and not have to talk to so many people at the same time. And then I do.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
All right.
But other times it's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So Saturday wasn't, it was a little bit of a rushed situation. It sounded good because I saw a couple of the videos there.
Thank you.
I saw your roadies up on stage with you there. She got built-in roadies. It's great.
She has roadies, yeah.
Yeah. 2 of them I saw. Yep. Here,
Those
carry
the
this.
kids?
Put this in.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, are they musically inclined?
They are. My oldest Ava started piano lessons.
Okay.
And it's piano lessons with school, so it's been really great. And last year, I didn't have a piano at home, and I had been looking, I have a keyboard, but I don't feel that the keyboard has that same appeal.
I don't think it's the same.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But I don't know anything about that. So,
but I found this white. I mean, it's a painted piano, but it was a white piano on Kijiji, and I emailed the woman and I was like, how old is this? Does it work? And she was like, oh, it's really old, but it works. I was like, okay, do I take a chance? And and it was you couldn't really go to people's houses. And so I called up the piano moving company, and the guy called her. She played, and he was like, "Yeah, it's out of key for like 20 years, but it works." And so they brought the piano over, and it was free, and it was just price. Like the best investment.
Really?
It's in the living room, and I mean, it's beautiful if I do videos, but it's also like it's just there, and I've been, you just pass by and you sit and you play, and and it's built in Toronto in the late 1800s, and and the guy had to tune it a few times.
I bet. Yeah.
But it works.
My mom plays piano, so yeah.
It's just so I love it.
Awesome.
And then my son just loves to sing.
Cool.
Just blah blah blah.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Is he bilingual also? Does he sing both in English and French?
Does he sing? I think he sings in French. He recently became bilingual because out of the blue, the French just came out.
Oh, cool.
So I was waiting for it, but it did.
Singing mom's songs.
Yeah, exactly. Actually,
he says he doesn't like my song.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Lies.
I don't know.
Lies.
Well, he's probably just rebelling a bit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what we do. So La Promesse, that's a big hit for you. That was probably your biggest hit, I would say, right?
Sure.
Yeah. No, well, it's a beautiful song.
That was a big word.
Yeah, fair enough. Could you describe that song? And for those of us that, I speak French, but some don't, it'd be a nice...
Waving my hand over here.
Yeah, no, for our Toronto listeners, I don't speak French.
Whoa, shots fired.
Yeah. We actually have Germans that are listening to us too.
Yeah?
So go ahead.
Well, there's a whole backstory, and there's a shorter story. But I guess the backstory, like I wrote this song originally in English. And I was, so in 2013, I was able to go to Eastern Congo for a month. And I was doing a radio documentary on the role of music in a conflict space or a situation. So I wanted to understand how, what the role of music is, or what the power of music in a situation of conflict. And so I spent a month there, and I had purchased, on my way to the Congo, I had purchased this guitar in Rwanda, and I brought it with me, and I would play in the hotel room, and I spent a lot of time at this cultural center, and there was a lot of youth, and they were learning music, learning guitar, learning to sing, and things like that. And they were planning a big music festival at the end of August, and that's why I wanted to go there to see kind of, okay, there's a big music festival, and what does that mean in this very insecure space?
Cool.
And it ended up that the music festival did not happen because it got very insecure near the end, and everybody evacuated, including me. But that song, I started that in that hotel room, and it was kind of a bit of a promise to, it was partly, I was away from home and I was far away, but it was also kind of this promise to them that I was going to keep their message alive, and I felt like coming home, I felt so much guilt for being able to leave and being able to come home while, they, in my mind, I thought, they live this every single day and they don't get to leave. And so, and a lot of them, what they kept telling me was, we want the world to know that there's much more to the Congo than the violence. And we want people to know that we have great music and we have great musicians. And so that was kind of the initial impetus, I guess, for the song. And then when I released the album, like I called it La Promesse, and it ended up, like songs and meanings change with time as you go through things.
Yeah, for sure.
And it ended up being kind of a promise to myself to kind of keep going and continue and having kids and not, continuing and following on my path and being true to myself. And so, all these kind of little promises kind of just came together.
Melted together.
So that was the long answer.
No, it's good. It's great.
That's a great answer.
No, I love it. And it's so true that we are kind of blessed to, sometimes we're not grateful enough for the fact that we just can get in a car and then drive home when people are in war-torn countries and such, right? Yeah. No, it's great. It's a great answer.
No, that was a very good answer. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Playing for Change?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
'Cause that just kind of brought that to me because I've been listening to them a lot, and the amazing musicians from all over the world that play on these songs. Look it up on YouTube. It's phenomenal.
Nice.
Yeah. I really enjoy a lot of the different. It started with Robbie Robertson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the band, and they did The Weight, and it was just like these amazing musicians from.
They mesh it together.
Yeah, and it's just so cool because they got them in their own environment. So so it's so and so from the Congo, it's so and so from Japan, Buenos Aires, whatever, and it's amazing how they mesh it together. Each song, you got to check it out for sure.
For sure. Yeah, I will definitely look at that.
It's awesome. Now, if we were to go through your record collection, because
vinyls.
Well, sure, if you have vinyl, what would surprise us? What would surprise us in your collection? Like, we'd be like, oh, really, Kristine? Really? What's going on here? So what?
Well, I'll have to go back to my CD collection, but that's
whichever collection you want to go to.
What would surprise you? Well, I don't know if it would surprise you.
it's like, when you go through some of
Something
these music,
like a guilty pleasure.
yeah,
of some
there you
sort.
go. That's
Yeah.
a
Guilty pleasure.
or something that we wouldn't think you would listen to.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I don't think that there's anything surprising. Like, when I was in, I guess, early high school or middle school, like I remember like The Offspring's NoFX was very popular.
Nice.
So, and part of that I spent in Montreal. So there was this band called Cypress Hill, which I'm pretty sure they're still alive. Like they're still.
Fuck yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. Sorry.
I fucking love Cypress Hill. Holy shit.
So anyway, I had a shirt, and I think
course
I
you did,
pretty
yeah.
went to, like, they came to our neck of the woods. Sorry. So I saw them, and the other band that I really liked that I saw was The Prodigy.
Oh yeah. Fire starter.
Yes.
You're just making James like your
there
new
you
best
go.
friend.
I think we're the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes
are.
yeah.
So we're not going to ask that other question today because I already know the answer.
Well, you have to ask it.
Damn
Yeah.
Was it?
No,
It comes later.
Yeah, you'll
it's
get
okay.
it. Yeah,
it's okay. It's just gonna,
that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
the-
But yeah, The Prodigy was.
Well,
was a good
that's
one
because
to see.
like we're looking at you just the songs that you play and it's
Yeah.
like a folk background.
Yeah.
Right? So to find the Prodigy,
That's
to find
so
the
awesome.
Offspring,
That
it's
is
awesome.
Well, you
It-
asked me something
I know.
surprising.
singing
I know,
about you're
and
singing
that's-
about being in war torn countries, but in the back of her mind she's thinking
Firestarter.
Yeah.
It's just a fire starter.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely.
Yeah,
No, that's
it's
just
calming. It's calming music.
I've always enjoyed
Sings
asking.
calming music with them.
I mean, I can say Spice Girls too.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Not for me, but
Not for me either. But
well, no, you love them.
I don't.
Well, Posh Spice. I was always,
Yeah,
I was
Baby
always a Posh.
Spice,
I was a
actually.
Posh Spice. Yeah.
Baby Spice.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we regress.
Sporty Spice too. Actually,
we
I
have a
don't
guest
know.
here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where
so-
am I?
Yeah.
Jeez. Pardon me, Kristine. Sorry about that. We went off topic. So, if there was an artist alive or dead that you would love to work with, who would it be? You probably thought about this one.
I did because I listened.
Yeah.
Well, I'll mention Jewel
Nice.
Oh, nice.
because that's I mean I do think that there were many influences that pushed me into kind of pursuing guitar and pursuing kind of the singer-songwriter. But I think she was one of the first and one of the first songs too. Like her songs were one of the first that I've learned and kind of tried to replicate and things like that.
Yeah, she was a pretty solid female artist too when
Yeah.
you were growing up, I would imagine too.
Yeah,
right?
but I think I started listening to her like early 2000s, and
Oh,
then
really?
there was some of her, more recent albums. There's some that are very pared down and just, very few instruments and just the voice and the lyrics. And I've kind of dissected those lyrics and dissected the music and so yeah, I mean I don't know if she would ever write with me, but I would love to
Oh, that's cool.
do that
Yeah, that would be.
and sing.
Well, if she's listening,
Yeah, Jules out there somewhere.
yeah, somewhere.
She's coming to Toronto on Sunday, and I'm going to see her.
Oh,
Yeah,
you are?
yeah, yeah.
Nice. Okay,
Well, that's
good.
awesome.
Good.
That's awesome.
I think I had her tape, her cassette.
I have a few of her CDs.
Yes,
Do you?
I do.
Nice. Guilty pleasure.
Not at all. I'm a music guy.
She's a babe too. She's a total babe.
I'm a music guy. I've got everything from them to, I don't know, Johnny Cash.
I know. Yeah, we know.
You
We
know.
know the Johnny
Okay,
Cash.
sorry. I just throw that out there. All right, my turn, right?
I think so.
Uh-huh. Is there a music style you don't like, or not? You're just not a fan of. You don't have to dislike it.
I'm not sure. I've
So that's a no.
yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have
You don't have to have an answer to every question.
That's
but
true.
We'd like something, okay?
That's I think I'm pretty open in terms of like listening.
How I
to
could just
different
kill a man.
things.
Sorry, I had Cypress Hill in my head out of nowhere. Sorry. My bad, Kristine.
Yeah, I think I listen to a variety of things, and certainly not every genre, but yeah,
That's a good answer.
there's nothing
Nothing that you
coming,
hate
yeah,
dislike,
no.
like 90s rap. I just throw that at him because he
I
loves
like
it.
Danny's rap.
Yeah, he loves it. I don't dislike it, but
No,
it's okay.
no. I'm just kidding. What's your most useless talent?
I should have thought about that one. Useless talent.
So you want to hear Nick? Remember?
Yeah, no, I remember
Nick's,
that
it's
one.
disgusting.
Yes, that.
Yeah. He can cut his own nails when they're wet. It's like, what is that fucking thing?
Yeah, I thought the podcast was done after that answer
oh my
for sure.
God.
Well, I'm gonna say nothing I do is useless.
Good.
There you go.
Good
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
And well done. And we're moving on. And now a word from our sponsor.
We are currently recording Dawg and Gus in the podcast booth at Staples Studio, Ottawa, on 403 Bank Street, where they have everything to help your business work, learn, and grow. They are currently offering a clean and safe place to work with desks, offices, and drop-in memberships. More than a co-working space, Studio is a community to help you work, learn, and grow. For more information on pricing, please visit studio.staples.ca or contact the community manager at studio.ottawa@staples.ca.
All right. A very thought-provoking question. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Yes.
We like her a lot more.
Well, you're the dog.
I am the dog.
She thought about it.
Yeah, she must have like prepped this or something.
Nice.
I'm not called dog because I like dogs, but I do like dogs.
Who doesn't like dogs?
Nobody in this room at this moment.
Well, what?
Nobody at this room
Does like Dom?
doesn't like dogs. Doesn't like dogs.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Your advocacy for women's rights is amazing, by the way. I've read that about you. And does
Thank you.
that play a big role when you're doing your songwriting?
Yeah, well, it has much more in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I started both kind of the work in gender equality and women's rights advocacy and music kind of at the same time. And so those kind of parallel careers kind of continued. And at some point, I really thought about how to kind of connect the two more, much more than but much more than being part of benefit concerts and things like that. But being able to either talk about it through song or bringing it in as part of the storytelling. And so there's been a few songs that I consciously wanted to bring that theme in. And one of them on the album is called Les Femmes, or The Women.
Yes.
And then I had a music video that was with a dance troupe of women. And there was a choreographer that put everything together. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, and so it turned out really, really, really great.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's if you I read a bit about Kristine, and
Mhm.
it was very much that's a big part of her
Well, it's probably even
her
more,
life. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
absolutely. And even more so with that decision in the States too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roe versus Wade. That's
Yeah, we won't get into that.
no, that's well,
We all feel the same way.
Yep.
I think on this show anyway.
no, and you're right. We won't talk about that because this is not a political show yet.
Well, we could.
No, we're not.
I mean, I'm not going to ask Kristine that.
No, me neither.
I know her answer.
Mm-hmm. So how do you?
She's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
What are these guys?
Yeah. Did I agree to do this show? Like,
Yeah,
that's what she's thinking,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
She's like, why did I come here?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's regretting every moment of it. I can tell.
I am
She is not. She's not.
So how do you think that the internet, social media has changed the music industry? Oof. I know, right? Could go from cats and dogs to this question.
Yeah. How has it changed? Well, I mean, my music used to be on MySpace, and now it's on many more platforms.
It's true.
I mean, it's changed it a lot. I think it's certainly for me, it's opened up a lot of kind of the world much more and opportunities, you know, when you put your music on the different platforms and it reaches it. I mean, it could be playing in some sort of satellite radio somewhere around the world. And,
yep.
And just when I look at on my website, when you look at kind of where people are coming in to listen to different songs, like it could be all over the place. So I think that's one part. The other part, I think there's, as artists, I think we have a much bigger platform to reach a wider audience, but also in terms of our message and what we want the world to know about us. Mm-hmm. It might be a little bit harder too, you know, with everything, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. It's just, I find it really hard to keep up.
It's busy.
Yeah.
Agreed, because we do that too with this. Gus does a lot of the social stuff, and thankfully, because I haven't got a clue. Yeah. But it's, you're right, it's like TikTok, it's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's this, and for yourself, like all the major platforms for the music and stuff, but it's getting out there.
Yeah, that was a good answer, because, you know, like, I think that your answer is that you're reaching more people, maybe more so than you would just by touring, say, Ottawa or Toronto or Montreal or you know, anywhere else, right? Yeah. But yeah, no, it's the social. I find it stressful at times. Yeah. Because you got to keep up with, you know, staying relevant and whatever else, right?
And I think that, you know, if you use the platforms properly, you know, there's been so many examples of people using TikTok and just, you know, going viral. And I've had people tell me, you know, you should try TikTok and you should do this. And I just, good. Yeah, and maybe I should, you know, but that's the thing. It's just I already do this and that, and I just can't add something else. Mm-hmm. And in terms of, you know, there was a time when I was really thinking more strategically and saying, okay, I need to do this and post this and you know, say this. And at some point, I just let that go and I just said, you know, first and foremost, I'm doing this for me, and I'm going to post, you know, what I want and when I want and how I feel, and hopefully people will gravitate to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
I think it's the way to go for sure.
Yeah,
being an amazing singer songwriter myself.
Yeah, right.
That was a joke.
Yeah, but no,
but I agree. It should be just on your terms, right? Mm-hmm. It's not scripted. I have to throw this out there for these people. Oh, now I've got to do this for this. It's just, you've got enough on the go already, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, I mean, being a parent and being actually, it can kind of go into my question, actually. So we spoke to Trevor Alguard. Do you know who that is? Yeah. So we spoke to him a couple weeks back, and we asked him sort of like, when he was on tour, if he brought his family with you, and he said it would be extremely challenging to tour with his family because of all the hats that you have to wear as a musician and a parent and as a spouse. Yeah. But you did it. You actually did this. So how hard was your 5-week cross Canada family tour from Ottawa to Vancouver Island, you know, by car with your family? It sounds like a nightmare. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just sure it was amazing.
No, my kids were, the youngest was 8 months, so was not walking yet, so couldn't, you know, run away. and the other one was 3, I guess. I mean, it ended up being as part of it, kind of a vacation in a way. But it was, the first part was almost every night was a show. So a lot of driving, a lot of, when are we going to get there? I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And just hold it in 1 more hour.
Yeah.
But no, it's I guess it's a lot of prep and a lot of support, and it worked out also because I had someone that was also very supportive and wanted to do that as well. And so it's really important to have that, as doing it as a single parent would probably not be possible.
Yeah.
So that's, there's certain thing, you need a community to
for sure
be able to do it.
It takes a village.
Worked for the moment.
Yeah,
right?
No, it worked for the moment, and I'm extremely grateful that we were able to do that. And I, hopefully the oldest will remember some of it.
Yeah.
But I will certainly remember. I think it's the wearing the different hats. And I'm sure, whether you're a dad or mom or it's being on stage and then seeing your kids run around and just,
oh yeah, you're because your mom brain's going too, right?
And I'm just like,
yeah,
oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah, exactly.
And
then you're like in mid song.
Yeah, mid song. Stop that.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then everybody's like, what?
But I've kind of also let go of that, because at some point I would get kind of upset internally and just be like, either I don't want them there, or I didn't want them kind of just quote like interrupting, or I thought, oh, people are coming to see this show. 2-3 people coming to see the show. They don't want to be interrupted. You know,
you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I also, there's so many people also told me, that's who you are. And in order for you to continue doing this is you. And so people are going to, if they're not happy with this, then they can be not happy. And,
exactly.
And that's why now I'm so grateful and so happy when they want to come and when they come on stage, and maybe not the whole show, but just
of course. Yeah, but
one song, and at some point, they'll want to sing and they'll want to do stuff. Mm-hmm. So I have to be really grateful.
For sure. Yeah. And it might be a good experience for them too, because they they get comfortable up there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we found that your song "Break in the Sky" is incredibly uplifting. And how is it that you wanted that to be perceived? Is that the way you wanted it to be, like a very uplifting song?
Yes.
Well, perceived
correctly
then.
I mean, I think
That's it. That's the Yes.
Yes.
No.
But I mean, to me, and maybe I got it wrong, but to me, a break in the sky was like the sun was coming out, like there was like a break. But I also saw somewhere that a break in the sky could be like negative.
I think it's both.
But okay, so I did not know that.
No, but it's not. No. I think it's a good thing. Either way, you're going to have moments where the sun's out and it's not.
That's true.
I don't know. I found the song, it was a very uplifting tune. And I thought so anyway.
Yeah, and we wanted to know, because I was listening to it and I'm like, okay, who's singing backup vocals?
Oh, this is a friend from Winnipeg.
Okay.
Justin Lacroix, who's a bilingual singer-songwriter as well. And we've known each other for a long time.
Nice.
He whenever he came to Ottawa, we would kind of do a show and things like that. And then the same thing when I went across.
And is that how you recorded the song as well? You just kind of, hey, I'm headed your way, or are you coming my way?
No, I think he sent the.
Because it was in 2020. Was it pre-COVID times or?
No.
Yeah, just before.
I think I started it in like January, and then we finished it around March.
Oh, okay. So
but yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure he sent his files over the internet,
which is like, unheard of 20 years ago, right? But now it's just like almost a standard.
10 years ago, I mean.
Yeah, because we were talking to other artists too, and they're like, "Yeah, we did this during the pandemic, and we all sat in our little rooms." And
even Manda Rayom's album, the entire album was done, like by Zoom calls.
Yep,
right. It's a pretty good album.
It's a very good album.
Yeah, I liked it anyways.
Yep.
Have you worked with her yet? Manda?
I have not. I know her.
Yeah.
When I remember when I went to Carleton, I remember her singing at the cafe.
Oh, really?
Like with her band. And I didn't know who she was, but I just, so,
Yeah, you guys have similar, like she's obviously an advocate for the Indigenous community as well as the, the gay community and women's rights and everything.
Yeah.
So,
she's great. And she's, I mean, I've been following her since like the mid 2000s.
Yeah, me too. I've known her since before she could drive a car. Not just kidding. Yeah, I've known her a long time. So going on that, so you've had the opportunity to perform in several countries. So obviously you talked about your sub-Saharan Africa trip, and then recently in Ukraine. Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
That was 2017.
Wow. How was that experience for you?
Well, it was great. As part of the work that I do, I had been working from Canada, but with some people working in Ukraine. And so I had the chance to go several times, and at some point they said, when you come back in June, there will be this Francophonie festival. And, a lot of the times when I do the work, people know that I sing and play guitar, and so I've had such great opportunities where people kind of connect the two, and I'm able to kind of connect those two passions in a way, and they got me a place on the festival list.
Nice.
And the ambassador introduced me, and then I went on stage and played my songs, and it was also special because I was very, very pregnant, and so that was also cool.
Well, you had somewhere to put the guitar, I guess.
Yeah. On the side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was really great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I get to ask this question.
Which one?
The one that you wrote. James wrote most of these questions. Are you enjoying working with my good friend Nick Beaton? He's not. I just met Nick, so we're best friends now. But
I heard.
You guys hit it off.
Yeah, we did. And
I barely know the guy.
Yeah, it's like you've never known him. Because we saw last week you guys were doing that at the Aberdeen Pavilion there.
Yes.
So you work with him a lot?
Yeah. Well, we started I think in the fall. And just kind of evolved from there. We did that show at Irene's that he mentioned, and that was kind of the first real show. And that was just amazing. I don't, I've worked with as a solo performer. It's always nice to work with other people, and I had told him when we were practicing, because he had the electric guitar, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I'm
not used to. I love having that, but I wasn't also used to that. So I really, really enjoy kind of seeing what he brings. And then also we've been really trying to do more harmonies, and I've been trying to get him to do the French harmonies too. So
good luck with that.
No, I mean, it's coming out.
Yeah. I don't know. Does he speak French? Yeah, exactly. Comme si, comme ça. That's what he says like that.
You just got to learn some words and try not to
parler la français ici.
And try not to sound too not French when you say it.
Yeah, if you can try and get rid of your
harmonies.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, music's music. You can sing I get it.
Yeah. It's just remembering.
Of course.
Right?
And Nick can do that. Nick's a good guy. Nick, you stop.
He's a tremendous guitarist. I know that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just
you stop taking shots at my friend Nick. That's it. We're done.
No, but
take it down a notch over there, Doc.
Sorry, man. I'm just protective.
Yeah, we've got a few things coming up. Well, tomorrow he'll be joining me, and then we've got a few things at Broadway's where like I'm playing, but he's gonna come, and then he's playing, and then I'll join, and then
That's nice.
And then I brought him. I'm working on an album, and I brought him in to add the electric.
Nice. Is it a bilingual album or French?
It's an English album.
Is
with
it
one French song?
Oh, good.
So.
It's well. I mean, yeah.
It's because I've been concentrating on the French stuff for the last few years, and so all these English songs have been accumulating, and so
that's good. Put it all together.
No, I'm really. I mean, I thought it was going to be a very quick process last summer, and then I decided to really put more emphasis on the songs. And
that's good. It seems like we've spoken to a couple of artists, and obviously we've spoke with Jason Jack Nunes, and he said that sometimes the process takes a bit longer than others, and sometimes it doesn't.
Well, I feel like in the past I had like really finite time, and I'd say, okay, I start now, and the release is in November, and that's it. But I think probably the pandemic kind of just, I don't know, it gave us time and made us just take our time and not rush so much, or not think that we need to rush and we need to have things out. And so, yeah, I'm just really going with the flow.
That's good.
I mean, I would like to put it out in the fall.
Yeah, but you don't want to rush the process either, because you won't be happy with it. And you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Because we're talking with a couple other gentlemen, and they're like, yeah, it's coming, but we're taking our time because we want it to be right.
Yeah.
And like the people will wait. Like, are you going to press albums? Is it going to be vinyl on this?
I would like to. Yes. So, and then you will find them at 411 Cooper Turning Point.
There you go. He doesn't do.
Yeah, he doesn't do new stuff.
Oh, he will do new stuff. Yeah,
fair enough. Yeah.
Nick?
I'll be getting. We'll get one each. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
You press them, we'll get them.
Yeah, we'll buy them. I have a nice turntable waiting for this stuff.
Great.
Yep. So that kind of went into our what's next for you. So that's.
Yeah, but we haven't asked the question. The question of the questions.
The question of questions.
Should you ask the questions?
You can ask this time.
Okay. Well, I already know the answer.
So do I, but go ahead and ask.
All right,
anyway.
Kristine.
It makes you feel good about
80s
yourself.
Or 90s music? It's an easy answer. You can just answer. No.
It's an easy answer?
No, so we ask everybody this, okay? So Dawg is a DJ, and he does 80s music.
Okay.
On every Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And I'm a 90s guy. Music, hip-hop, grunge, Prodigy.
No fairsies.
I love Prodigy.
I know you do.
But, so 80s or 90s?
Well, I'll have to say 90s.
Well, no big shock.
Well, it's also because...
He's upset now.
I'm good.
I know.
No, but as someone born in the early 80s, you don't get... I mean, those songs are not as prominent as the songs of the 90s that, are part of your breakups.
Yep. Yeah.
And everything that goes on
no, it's exactly
in your life.
Well, even when I was playing sports, like Prodigy would come on, the Firestarter would be a song that we would listen to before I went and fought somebody on the ice, like that was just the way it went. But you're right. It's our memories as teenagers and our, those big years for us.
Yeah.
It was
so
90s.
Note to self, start bringing in older people and I'll start winning this. Let's just write that down.
Well, actually,
is it a competition?
No, it's not.
Well,
it's all about the music, and we love.
Yeah, I love the 80s too.
Yeah,
like now that you listen to some of the music, you're like, this is it's amazing.
I was playing my playlist for this Sunday show, and he's loving every song I picked so far. So.
Yeah, The Box, that was the song that I just
Closer Together.
Yeah. Maybe I should ask this question. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
I was remembered for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
What would it be?
And not this podcast.
I thought we killed it on this podcast.
I think we're doing really well.
Kristine's
remembered
so nice.
for one thing.
What would you like to be remembered for? Maybe a better way to ask. If people are going to talk about Kristine in the future, What would you like them to talk about?
Well, first, hopefully a really, can I say great mother?
Sure.
Or,
For sure.
Just
For sure.
a good, someone that, I think just someone that followed her passion and made sure that, her kids were a priority within that, but so that they could be part of it too. And someone that, did good, I guess, was kind and did good in the world. And
that's a good answer.
Brought some good music.
Yes. You definitely did that.
Well, you've done that part well so far, and we're looking forward to hearing the new stuff for sure.
Yeah. So do you think you'll release any songs onto Spotify prior to the album release?
Yeah. Hoping,
or sorry, not any platform.
I'm hoping to do like the French song will be a single, and then an English. I'm really one of the songs is La Promesse, but the English version.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for that.
So I'm capitalizing on these songs.
Absolutely.
No, because that way I know the basis of the song. I really want to hear it. Because
it's a bit different in English, but it's that same.
I was going to ask
premise.
you that when you if you translate, does it lose something in translation if you're writing? Because I'm not bilingual, so I don't like if you're thinking in French and here and you're writing down in French, does it translate the same to English, the same kind of vibe and what you want to get out there?
I think the vibe is the same.
Okay.
I mean, the meaning is the same. The words may not be the exact same, but it's the meaning behind the song. I have, on my first album, I have the same song in English and in French.
Okay.
You can do that. But I produce them differently. So there's like different instrumentation. And so it's kind of also different songs in a way. And La Promesse and the English version there's some similarities, obviously, because I've played the French one so much that it kind of comes out. But there will be, it will be different.
Cool. Yeah. I'm excited. I really want to hear all this.
Me too. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So, the album will be out maybe in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Kristine around the city. You can follow her on Instagram. She's always posting on there. She's great on Instagram, actually.
Yep. And tomorrow night you're in Metcalf.
Yeah, but that's we say it now, but this is.
I know
we're in the future.
Oops, I keep forgetting that part.
Yeah, we're in the future, man.
At the end of July, it's on my website, but the Broadway's on
Central Fisher, Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales.
Yeah, Central.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kristine, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you, both of you.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.